She's walking down 110th Street. She's causing new potholes. The Ninja Turtles are having to do new drywall and fix their
Very
bookcase.
expensive in New York.
And she's upset that people found her attractive. I hear a lot of people upset about the fat pride issue, fat shaming, and I want to hear from you. I want to know why, whichever side you're on. What is it about the other side that upsets you? Because this is an issue where there's a lot of controversy, but sometimes people can't articulate why exactly. I'll tell you exactly what it is for me. It's the compulsion of language. It's not about chubby women. It's not about mansplaining. Here's what I think people need to remember. Most men find most women attractive.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone in this room has who has a girlfriend or mothers, sisters. I can think of everyone right just connecting from us, at least 12 women, a variance of 8 inches and probably 60 pounds between them, and all of them would be considered attractive. So let me say, we do not expect women to look or be one way. Men don't expect that. No. My problem with the fat pride movement is when you demand that we deem all women to be attractive in all ways. It's the compulsion of language. Reasonable? Let me know. So here is what's happening right now. There's a show on Netflix
again
launching called Insatiable, and there's already a petition to stop it. Let's roll a clip so you have some context for it.
My name is Patty. High school was a nightmare.
Fatty Patty's huge.
Every day I wondered, how much more of this can I take? Right here.
Look! Patty's hot!
Having my jaw wired shut lost me more than just my summer vacation. Now, I could be the former fatty who turned into a brain. Or an athlete. Or a princess.
We have had enough of this. You can go. I don't even think the show is out yet, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
It doesn't stop people from already being outraged. Cue the tweets. My favorite one here is, it says, "This is still telling kids to lose weight to win." Yes.
Bad idea.
Now,
bad idea to lose weight, right?
the response really shouldn't be all that surprising, given the long list of fat pride leading romantic comedies, which brings us to this week's 7+1.
You forgot the one in the chamber.
There's always one in the chamber. And by the way, we have like 3 magazines today, just so you know, because but these were the most popular, of course, fat pride films that a lot of people don't realize. Number 7 was size 27 dresses. That was a big one. That was very popular. And number 6 is actually a sequel to another one, but You've Got Heart Disease. That was a big one. Check your inbox.
Oh my gosh.
Number 5, She's All Fat. In case you didn't know. Number 4, The Devil Wears Lane Bryant. Number 3,
Ouch.
10 Things I Ate Without You.
Aw, that's just me.
Yeah. Number 2, Isn't She Chubby? A lot of people weren't entirely sure this came from.
Chubby?
Was that Edward Burns? Isn't She Lovely?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it was Freddie Prinze Jr. Number 1, How to Crush a Guy in 10 Seconds. That sounds... Okay, reload. Back to number 7. We have so many of these. 13, Going on Diabetes was a really popular one for a while. Number 6, number 2, number 6, Father of the Fat Bride. They were pretty much...
Yeah, different.
At that point, they weren't even really original.
No.
It was like doing the Ocean's 11 with women, only fat.
Jeez.
Number 5, Failure to Lunch. That was one. And it's an ill-fated sequel. Number 4, I Took Care of It. So... Number 3, all you can eat breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, second dinner, cocktail hour, midnight snack at Tiffany's. That was one. Also was really racist with the fat Asian Mickey Rooney.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was very insensitive.
Really weird,
John Hughes classic number 2, 16 cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Again with the racist Asian character.
Again with the
Yes.
racist Asian character.
But hilarious, nonetheless.
That was Fat Duck Dong. And number 1, there, Girl Interrupted by a Coronary. Reload. We have another 7 for you. Number 7, While You Were Sleeping, I Raided the Fridge was another one. Number 6,
That happens. Yeah.
Portly Woman. That was one that Jason Alexander, little known fact in that film. Number 5,
He actually played the portly woman.
it's true, Can't Run Away Bride. That was one.
She struggles.
Oh, I see that.
Number 4, 50 Shades of Grey, fat version. I don't even. It's like the expurgated version of 50 Shades of Grey with fat.
Starring Lena
It's
Dunham.
like they're getting lazy and desperate for time.
Yeah, it's almost. I think some of these are straight to video. Number 3, The Sisterhood of the Unnecessary but Actually Necessary Maternity Pants.
Ouch. Jeez.
Number 2, P.S. I Ate You. And it was actually a sequel. No, wait, I always get these confused when Sleepless in Seattle was not actually one, but number one was when Harry fed Sally. That was a big one. And of course, actually, the plus one top rom-com fat pride film of all time is I Feel Pretty, starring Amy Schumer. That's been this week's 7+1.
You forgot Stefan in the chamber.
Always forget. That's how it ends all the villains.
The Germans.
You're out. No, I'm not. By the way, hit the bell. Join Mug Club if you haven't hit the notification bell. That's what keeps us going. We do the show every single day, full hour. And if you want to try it out, live streams every Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So I think the fat pride issue, this really is more symptomatic of the left. And it's the root causes here are greed, enablement, and ingratitude. And these are the same things with every other problem you see from the left. So what happens if someone is greedy and you enable them? It ultimately leads to complete and total ingratitude.
Yeah.
How do I mean this? Greed. Let's start with the left. Let's go economically and then move into fat pride.
Yeah.
For example, today's progressive left, they accuse the wealthy of being greedy. But the wealthy aren't the ones trying to take anything from you. When we talk about the wealthy, the 1%, I think it's joint, depending which number you use, 300-something thousand or 400-something thousand joint household income.
Yeah.
They pay most of the taxes. Okay, we're not talking about the economic system injustice or someone who works at Bear Stearns. We understand. But the truth is, when you're just looking at the general population, it's the progressive leftists who are the ones trying to take what others have earned. Healthcare, universal income, internet, and of course the greed parallels with obesity. You're the greedy pig who ate too much. The non-obese people are not trying to take your food. You're taking theirs. And then you're mad that they're just not on board with it. So then it leads us to enablement with the fat pride issue. And I think that's probably the one that people are the most obvious.
Yeah.
The left enables bad behavior because it feels good.
Yeah.
As long as it feels good, it's about rather than examining themselves and reflecting. Good. Okay, we've done this before. How much flack have we caught for this? Let's use a few examples. AIDS. AIDS was something specific behavioral patterns lead to catching AIDS. Don't judge! It's perfectly legitimate a lifestyle as anyone else's. Okay, how about a lifestyle called...
We should all be getting AIDS.
You should be so lucky!
You get AIDS, and you get AIDS.
Oprah, by the way, said I think 2 in 5 heterosexual couples by like 1995. We have that sometime. We did
it's
it
like
in a...
zero.
Just search Steven Crowder.
That's an advertisement. It was an AIDS surplus she had to give out.
Hey, by the way, the lifestyle is called not having sex with men in truck stop stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's it.
It's the single most preventable disease in human history.
It's 100% preventable. How about instead we have a pill? How about no pill? How about you just don't have orgies in truck stops? Let's go with the pill. Okay, so another example. I mean, obviously abortion.
Yeah.
You have no right to judge. It's just as moral of a choice whether you're pro-life or pro-choice. Listen, you have the right to judge. We've enabled women to make it as easy, actually easier, than putting a child up for adoption. If you're a serially unemployed loser, let's just give them universal income.
Right.
It's a human right. You don't know that's the word, right? Nuance.
Yeah.
According to Anna Kesper. It's nuance.
Everything is nuanced.
Giant fat land whale? Who are you to judge? They're just as healthy and beautiful as everyone else. By the way, they want to change it from diabetes to livabetes. Is actually even really pushing it
that does
hard.
sound better.
Yeah.
That
It does sound better.
Die is more
You still lose a foot.
descriptive, though.
Yeah. And this leads us to ingratitude. And rather than just becoming a manatee, or being grateful that you live in a country with even the option to become obese. That's one thing, too. The left is constantly, America's the fattest, stupidest. Well, I think it's a great thing that we have the problem of overabundance, right?
Yeah.
I'm still grossed out, but I think it's a good problem to have. Better than starvation. And you have all of the tools readily available to fix it. Instead, people bitch.
Yep.
They bitch because you now feel entitled to not only a seriously grave health risk, but entitled to other people's opinions regarding your beauty. That's the issue here. You demand that the public opinion change in the face of evolutionary biology and, by the way, scientific medical consensus. Not only, let's not even say consensus. Medical accuracy, truth. It doesn't matter who agrees on it. I'm never the problem.
Exactly what
You're
I'm
never the problem. It's society that has to be changed to accommodate them.
Right.
Instead of dropping a few pounds, we have to make all movie theater and airplane seats bigger. These same people are always bitching about privilege. How privileged are I'm too fat is the problem. You're privileged, and you're exercising it more. I'm exercising restraint. And then we need to get bigger seats because I actually like the roomy seats. We kind of all benefit. The issue is we go even as far as to shame those people who take care of their bodies.
Yeah.
Right? Now people they're thin is they try to say thin privilege. So we can't shame people for eating themselves into obesity. And I'm not saying you should shame people, but you can't even make a judgment saying this is a bad call.
Yeah.
But we can shame people who exercise enough that they can have a slice of pizza on the weekend, for example. And remember the idea of tolerance?
Yeah.
Remember that idea? So the definition, I think I have it in front of me, is sympathy or indulgence for beliefs or practices differing from a conflicting opinion with one's own. The act of I don't even think that's going to be in the nomenclature for our kids.
No.
Definition of tolerance. It used to be, don't make fun of fat people. We all agree. Don't be a bully. Of course, that's fine. Listen, I was chubby 7th, 8th, 9th grade. I was short, fat, then really tall and skinny. I didn't shave until I was 21.
The definition is the act of celebrating everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. The left doesn't even allow differing opinions anymore.
Yeah.
They're blatant in the fact that they must engineer public opinion to match theirs exactly, or they will gaslight you. Right? Let's go from gay marriage to men in little girls' rooms.
Yeah.
Taxing the wealthy to being forced to praise. Now it's not, you don't believe me? It's forced praise of morbidly obese people.
Instead of weigh-ins, NAFA has yay-ins.
I yay ravishing.
Kidding me?
I am halfway
No.
between sexy and lovely.
No, you're not.
Oh, I yay sexy.
That was very
You're halfway between diabetes, type 2, and death.
I love Brodigan is just a simple answer. No, you're not. Look, this was when we covered last week. This land whale who marched down Times Square in a bikini, right? This comes from Cosmo, and she complained that people were actually catcalling her.
Yeah.
You know, like they wanted to get all up in her crevices and stuff, or whatever it was. I mean, here's a woman who
Pick a crevice.
She's walking down 110th Street. She's causing new potholes. The Ninja Turtles are having to do new drywall and fix their
Very
bookcase.
expensive in New York.
And she's upset that people found her attractive. This is the problem people have. It's the compulsion of the definition of tolerance is predicated on the idea of understanding and compromise that we just talked about. So tell me, where is it? We just talked about gay marriage, transgender issues, wealth redistribution. Right now, fat pride. Tell me, where is the offered compromise from the left on any of those issues I just mentioned? Any of those issues I just mentioned, you have to tolerate. They have to be willing to find a middle ground. Name one. You can't force people to accept someone. You can't force an apology. You can't force people to love someone. And you can't force people to be sexually attracted to everyone. By the way, this is the thing. Most guys are sexually attracted to most women. You don't have to be perfect. We just don't want to have to be told that we're a racist, sexist, misogynistic pig if we are not attracted to all of the things. And that's, by the way, it's also medical accuracy. That's why Amazon Prime recently really, they struggled with their recent docuseries celebrating obese 75-year-olds. It's not coming down the pike anytime soon. Not gonna happen. If you like this video, subscribe or click the notification button next to the subscribe button, because YouTube's decided that subscribing doesn't mean anything. And if you want to actually know about our videos coming out, you have to hit the notification button. Also, if you're a fan, you want the daily late night show, subscribe to Mug Club at louderwithcrowder.com/mugclub. Thanks for stopping. This is just, it's girthy.